It's why she's one of the great scorers in our league. So, I thought, I wasn't, I mean, if she got 20 something, I could live with it if we shut down some other people. But, Isabel Harrison really hurt us tonight, particularly early with her offensive rebounding. Um, and Couillard came in off the bench and she hasn't played a lot. And, she steps up and gives them a lift in both halves. I mean, she made a big three when the game was close. And their length that they put on the floor bothered us some. Just and it's sad because we wasted a pretty good effort from our bench tonight too. I thought our bench played really well, really, really well.
That's what I was going to say next. Theresa and Sydney have great nights tonight for you guys, and we're playing with the starters there at the end. One of the things to making them have they just stay at the hot hands. That's what they say.
Well, Elena wasn't there, so we had to play somebody. And Sydney was having a really good game. There was no reason to sub for.
Coach, I noticed you talking to Natasha maybe a little bit more than usual. Just wanted to know, what was you guys seem to be kind of pumping each other up and keeping each other in the game.
I think it was so much coming in the game trying to discuss, what plays we thought we could work against them. That was more just point guard coach discussion about what worked. The one time she was begging for, our post rotation is just really making it hard. And, she forgets that we have people on minutes limits and, all of a sudden Elena's out and Erica's used up most of her minutes. It's a very tough situation right now as a coach to be put in trying to manufacture that while the game's going on. It's just really hard.
In the second half, obviously didn't go the way you wanted, but it seems like there's good effort there. It's better than the previous games.
I don't know. We lost.
Any questions on Zoom? We'll start with Jen.
Hey, Coach. I'm guessing you talked about this a little bit pregame, but any update on Tina beyond what was in that release, 3 to 5 games?
No.
Just
I don't have anything more. She's been doing rehab with doctors in New York right now. So.
Gotcha. And then, obviously not the results you wanted, but is there any silver lining to take that you guys, played pretty well and shot pretty decently without Tina and Elena for the most part?
No moral victories right now at this point in the season.
Understood. Thanks, Coach.
Any other questions? That's it, Coach. Thank you.
Thanks.
Hey, Theresa.
Hello.
We will start with questions in person. So if there's any questions for TP, please raise your hand. Or
another rough second half. Can you kind of take us through that last, about 2 minutes or so? You guys kind of had opportunities, but it seemed like one thing or another kind of let them slip through the games.
We didn't execute the game plan when it came to ball screens. We didn't rebound in crucial times. There was a lot of mistakes that we made in crunch time when we really needed to lock in and make sure that we secured boards and got stops and converted on the other end. Dallas was a tough team. They have a litany of weapons when it comes to offensive scoring ability, and just the ability to contain their scores was a difficult job tonight. So we just got to come out next game and do a better job and stick to our game plan.
What's the feel back there right now? You guys know this was a big one. Curious how you guys are feeling this group.
It was a heartbreaker for us. Everybody is pissed off and hungry for the next one. There was a lot of good things that came out of tonight, as well as a lot of mistakes. So what we're going to do is come in tomorrow. We're going to discuss a few things, watch some film, walk through a few things, and make sure that we come in for the next one ready to go and locked in and focused, because we don't have any room for error anymore. It's do or die for us, and we need to play like this is the playoffs. If we want to have a chance in the playoffs, we have to play like this is a playoff time now. So I think that's our focus right now, is just taking one game at a time and really locking in on the little things, and we'll make a big difference if we do the little things.
I know this one overall, but how nice was it for you and still need to kind of get going there, especially in that second half, especially having down the stretch. But knocked down a lot of big shots to push you guys in a good position.
Whenever we've had a really interesting season with injuries and people in and out of rotations and what our lineups look like. And what we have done a really great job of is just the next man up. Whenever people have an opportunity, whenever something happens, people are ready on the bench to come in and make an impact. And, so did a really great job today coming in and bringing some scoring, getting down the lane, getting into driving lanes and finishing at the rim, as well as knocking down some big threes. So, it's really a testament to just her work ethic and how she prepares herself on a daily basis. She did a really great job tonight, and it felt good to knock down some threes. It always feels good when you see the ball go in the rim.
So
How you doing?
was there a point in the second half when you guys realized that Elena wouldn't be able to come back in?
I think there was a point that we all looked on the bench and realized that she wasn't there. And yeah, I think it settled in that she wasn't going to be returning when, she didn't resurface. And we just got to keep rolling with the punches. This is what this whole season's looked like. We've been kind of plagued with injuries, and Elena's a big piece of our puzzle, and without her, it really sucks. But we all have to pick up the pieces where they lay. And next man up mentality. We just have to be ready to fill in those spaces whenever our number's called.
Was there anything different for you offensively other than just the shots were falling?
I've been trying to focus on my spacing a little bit more, staying a little bit wider in the passing lane. I mean, staying out so my defender cannot be in the passing lane, try to space the defense to make my defender make a decision to either help or stick on me, and trying to clear up the driving lane. So I just tried to stay a little bit more spaced today to create a driving lane, and it created some open shots for me as well.
And you mentioned the pick and roll execution. I assume you're talking about defense. Were those mistakes more about miscommunication or just not knowing where each other is?
I think it was a little bit of both. There was some times where we were getting caught up. There was a lack of communication. We were getting tired, and sometimes we get through a brain fog. But now it's a good time to get back, watch some film, see where we did make those mistakes, and we have to turn right back around and play them again. So I think we're going to have a really great opportunity to make a lot of those corrections and drill those and make sure that, the pick and roll coverage is a lot better next game.
Aaron, your turn.
Further, Jen.
Hey, Theresa, how's it going?
Hey, Jen, how are you?
I'm good. Just curious, you talked about kind of the emotion at the end of the game. And I'm just curious if there's any, special message you guys give Ariel. I know she missed that shot at the end and as well last week. So just curious if you guys have been, talking to her at all after those misses.
Actually, after that miss, Ariel told me that I set a really great screen. And I think that we all really believe in Ariel. And we love that shot for her. It was a really great shot, just didn't fall. But at the end of the day, it doesn't come down to just one shot that makes a difference in the game. There was a lot of things, especially our second half, we got real sloppy. But even in the first half, there was a lot of little things that led up to that moment that we could have done to be proactive, so we didn't put ourselves in that situation. So I think that, if I had to do it again, I'd put the ball in Ariel's hands again and give her that same shot, because I know she can knock that down.
And then just wanted to ask you real quick about Myisha. Tisha Panachero actually tweeted during the game about how great a passer Myisha is, which is like pretty incredible to get that from Tisha. So just curious, how like that plays out for you, like how Myisha's passing like impacts you or makes your life easier.
Well, Myisha does a really great job for us. When she stays aggressive and she's getting to the block, making the defense draw a double team, or if not, she's one-on-one, and with her strength and with her scoring ability around the rim, she does a really great job. And when that double team comes, she's done a really great job identifying where that double team is coming from and finding the open man. And it's just really simple basketball. Myisha has made some really great passes, and tonight we were capitalizing on those kickouts. When Myisha is playing with the head of steam, we are rolling, and she definitely makes us better with her aggressive play. and as well as her passing ability. I know I was the recipient of a few of those tonight, and she just did a really great job for us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? I think that's it, TP. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Theresa just told us that there was a point when she looked down the bench and the whole team kind of realized Elena wasn't there. Did you feel like the team kind of got down? Because there was like a lull there in the third quarter after she came out.
No, I mean, she's a big part of the team, and you want to have her on the court, but we got to play with the 5 that are out in the court and who's on the bench at the time. So yes, we want her out there, but we got to just stick together, and who's playing is who's playing.
And then tonight, it seemed like the game coming forward, Rika was just not let her get comfortable in any matchup, just constantly switching, and you were on her for a little bit. How was that battle out there with you guys just trying to slow her down as much as you could?
Yeah, I mean, she's a phenomenal player. She passes the ball. I don't think people talk about passing enough for her. Oh, you're asking me the question. I thought it was coming from here. Oh my God, my bad. Yeah, we just didn't want her to get comfortable. But in the beginning she was passing, and then she hits the first one, and it's like she just goes crazy. So we play them on Saturday, so we got to get back to the game plan of what we were supposed to do better, which is containing her.
What do you think of your energy, the team's energy level in the second half as opposed to other games?
Yeah, we didn't come out as strong, and that's been something that we've been struggling with. And then for our first 5, we have to bring that energy. And from there it just carries on from players coming into the game, everything. So next game we have to do better in the third quarter, the start of the third quarter. Oh, now I'll look at you.
I just had to ask one more. I know we've asked this a lot this
Mhm.
season, especially with all the injuries that you guys have had, some of these gut punch losses, but
Yeah.
what's the vibe now like in the locker room with Tina, now Elena just went out, and we don't know what's in store for her in the future.
I mean, it's the same. Like I said before, we have to play with who we're playing with, who's available to play. We can't be dwelling on who's not here, and that was for this whole season, because we've been missing Elena for a lot of the season. We missed Tosh, we missed me, missed Erica. So it's just like the players that are out there, that's who we have to play with. That's who we got to rock with. We can't keep worry about who's not here.
Yeah, your turn.
Jen.
Hey, Myisha, 33
Hey.
points from the bench crew. How big of a difference did those guys make? Particularly Theresa had 13.
A big difference when everyone is able to contribute. That just makes us even better team, harder to guard, because everyone's hitting shots, everyone is doing the best that they can do, and we're capable of doing that. The bench and the starters are capable of scoring at ease. So we just have to be able to lock in defensively, because that is all it is right now, is defensively being locked in, because we can get any shot we want to get. Kets, come on.
How much do you guys notice that, when the bench is scoring like this versus when you guys maybe as a starting 5 don't have as much of that support from the bench? Like how much are you aware of that during the game, and how much does that, cross your mind?
I don't even think we worry about it, because it goes back to, we're all capable of doing what we've been doing, and scoring and doing things like that. So I mean, I don't think we really focus on it. You definitely, in order to win, you definitely need your bench to come in and score too, and be aggressive. It may not even just be scoring. It maybe just be on the defensive end, giving us another edge on the defensive end, just being aggressive and doing what you do best on the team, whether you're a starter or a reserve. It's just come in and make a difference.
And then last one for me, I'm not sure if you've checked Twitter since the game ended, but Tisha Pinichero shouted you out. Did you see this?
No, that's my agent though. So what'd she say?
Well, she was talking about how great your passing is and how nobody notices it, but they should.
She said that?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a goat. A passing goat too, on top of that.
Did you take any passing tips from your agent then?
I might have to now, but no, I didn't. I haven't. I'm gonna call her up now.
Sounds good.
Her passes be on point.
Her passes be on point. That's crazy.
Rafiq,
Hey, I just want to ask you, like, since you got another go out against the Dallas Wings the next game, like, what are you looking to do in terms of late game execution since they were able to like come from behind to get the win?
What do we have to do to execute?
Yeah,
Hold on to a lead, and it's not even just with this team. We've already been up at halftime before, and we let a team come back. And in order to make this playoff push that we keep talking about, we have to be able to stop them defensively. We can't let teams get comfortable. We can't let them just get going. So it just all starts on that defensive end.
every time.
No
That's-
problem.
that's it, Myisha. Thank you.
Thank y'all. Oh.